D Slim No G, and stay solid as the movement. Praise be to the Most High. Shout out to my subscribers. And if you ain't a subscriber, hit that bell. It's free. Yeah, man, we back with another one, man. Yeah, we got Stay Solid CC on the line with me. Hope all is well. What's going on with you, CC?
Nothing much. Just chilling.
Just
Long, peaceful day off, but I'm here now and I'm chilling, ready for the show.
okay. Ready for the show. Ready for the show, man. Yeah, we gonna probably let one or two people get up in here before we get started, man. Out here, yeah, we just chilling, man. You seen that title tonight? They didn't kind of love you. It was just your turn. What you think about that?
I know all about it. Everybody knew that it was just our turn but us. So
Everybody
yeah,
knew.
I'm ready to get into that. Definitely.
Yeah, just ready. You ready to get in there tonight? Yeah, we're gonna let two or three people get in here before we kick it off. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Talk to the people, man. What you want to tell the people? The last time you was here, they said I had to get you back up here again, man. They wanted you back again, so I got you back again, man. The people want to hear you and want to see you. They said they like that chemistry, so I had to bring you back again. I appreciate you for pulling up, man. Like I said, man, it's always a blessing to have somebody, what I'm saying, on your side that's really with you, man. So I want to tell you once again, I appreciate your family.
Thank you, and I appreciate you as well. And I appreciate all of y'all family that wanted me to come back. And we just hope that tonight we're gonna learn something, continue healing from our narcissistic abuse, and just stick together, pray for one another, and teach one another.
Oh, amen. We got like five people in here. If you in here, make sure that y'all smash that like button. You know what I mean? So we can get this content out in the algorithm, man. I appreciate everybody. But listen, y'all, especially this one right here, man. This right. Hey, shout out to all my people, man. SSG4S, Stay Solid, the movement. This live. Um, it's been really a discussion that's been going around a lot lately, and we're gonna break it down tonight. We're just gonna really break it down tonight, try to get some real understanding about what's going on and what's really what's not expected of people these days, so you won't get your feelings hurt or you won't get your heart broke. But they didn't come to love you, man. It was just your turn, and a lot of people they look for expectations in people, or they look for maybe looking for the wrong things, but and sometimes, and that's good. That's good. You should want love. You should want to be with somebody. But you just should want to be with the right people, man. But unfortunately, all of us we made some bad decisions, and we ended up with people that did not want a commitment for one, uh, did not want any type of longevity with you. Is for two. For three, they didn't want a future with you. For four, they never did value you. The fifth thing is they never did see your worth. And the sixth thing is they wasted your time, man. And with that being said, just to sum and break it down, that it was just your turn. Yeah, it was just your turn. I see a lot of people, they get their heart broke and they get all emotionally attached to people. You know what I mean? They get deceived, they manipulated. You know what I mean? And they get a whole bunch of their time wasted, and a whole bunch of their wasted energy and money wasted and spent when only was just their turn, man. It was just their turn to be manipulated and be deceived by somebody, or to run up on a woman that you think you just want to be with, especially for a lot of these guys out here, man. I see a lot of these guys out here fighting over women and stuff like that, and not to down nobody, but when actuality it's just your turn, bro. Like it ain't she didn't come into your life to marry you. She didn't come into your life to be your wife, or to be your crush, or to really be there for you. You just had a turn just like everybody else. And that's the times we living in, that most people are not really looking for a real true commitment. They just looking for their turn. They just looking for a turn, man. And that's what most of us is getting, is a turn. They're not looking to really be with nobody. They're not looking to be a husband They're not looking to be a wife. Most people, they just out for their damn turn, man. That's sad, but that's real, man. What you think about that? Stay silent, CC.
That's most definitely the truth. And my thing is that when you came into the situation with the person and you met the family and all of that, they knew what was going on. You could tell by the expressions of different ones and how they treated you and friends or cousins or coworkers that you ran into. A lot of the people already knew it was just your turn. They probably saw the narc last with somebody else. They probably saw them maybe like a month ago with somebody else or a week ago with somebody else. So you were very much the last to know that it was just your turn. But all of them knew. Everybody around them mostly knew that's what was going on.
Hmm. So everybody knew it was just getting a turn that it wasn't that it was nothing real going on at all. It was just that everybody was just that they just had a turn. And that's sad, but these days, especially in this younger generation that people not really looking for love no more. People not looking to get married no more. People not looking to settle down with nobody no more. Everybody just looking to do what they do. And that's sad, but that's true. That's true. And it's people that they end up throwing their life away for somebody that really is really not trying to be with them. That it's all a game to them, that their life is a game, that they don't know God, and this is what they do. They just go around the different people. You know what I mean? You putting your hopes into these people, man, not knowing that, hey, look, they're just a person that they play games, man. This is what this person do. Like they put different people in the splendor blender. They put people in the cycle. I guess we could call them narcissists. You don't want to be unfair and just say that about everybody, but I mean, I just call it how I see it. That you got to understand that, man. That's why it's good to try to stay on point, stay focusing on yourself, and setting boundaries in your life, and knowing your worth, so you won't even put up with the type of petty games that people be out here trying to run on you. It's like when you don't really know your value and you don't really know your worth. You know what I mean? You're willing to tolerate and put up with stuff that you wouldn't normally put up with. What you think about that, CC?
Yes, because you just freshly in a new relationship, you in love, and you want everything to work out right, and everybody to get along, and everybody to like you and be impressed by you. So yeah, you go the extra mile, even though sometimes you seeing red flags, and you looking at people and their expression towards you, and you think to yourself, something ain't right. But again, you so in your feelings and you want this to be it and the perfect relationship and the perfect situation that you tend to just kind of brush it under the rug. Oh, they didn't mean anything by it. Oh, the family, they just trying to get used to me. None of that's true. Them people already know that person's past record. They know every other month or every other year is a new person. They just looking at you to size you up to see how long you gonna last before you figure out that it's just your turn.
Oh wow! So you mean to tell me that so the mama, the brothers and the sisters, they the flying monkeys, and they already really knowing that it's just your turn, but they just trying to just see how long that you're gonna be in the splendor blender before you realize that a person is just manipulating you. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, definitely. They all done got together and bet the cousins or whatever. They all done had like I know the knock I was with. They had friend reunion every year at a resort. So I when they first bought me, that's the first thing I was kind of invited to when I met everybody. And when I think back on it, I'm just looking at like how certain people act. The people that I knew that was cool, that seemed like they were all right, those were the people that kind of pushed me to say, hey, this ain't right. What this person doing ain't right. The rest of them, they was all in cahoots with that knock and the whole game. So yeah, when they do that, they try you, they might do something. You might be at the function, somebody bump into you or whatever. They just want to see how you gonna react. They're gonna see how far you can take it and how far they can take it with you.
Let me ask you something though. What
Mhm.
you think is some red flags that'll let you know that a person that they didn't come to love you, it's just basically your turn. You know, it's just basically they turn in your life to try to just come in, get what they can get, and get the hell on. You know, what's some things that let you know that that's the time that they own.
When they don't introduce you to their family or co-workers or people that they around a lot, say maybe they might introduce you to a few, but then you might hear them talking about, oh, this co-worker, oh, this friend of mine, but you never see that person. That's a
Mm-hmm.
sign that that other person know about their other life that they living, and they don't want you around them because they don't want that person to slip up. So if it's people that supposedly close to them or friends that they talk about and you can't ever meet them or go around them, that's a red flag.
That's a
Another
red
one
flag.
is, yeah, it's a red flag. If the family members are real standoffish and just staring at you and looking at you, that's a problem too, because they sizing you up and they gonna help the narc in the game plan to run you all around and then discard you. They gonna even help in the discard.
Now,
So
right there, right there. Let's stay right there, right there. Okay,
mhm,
now you said, say it's the mama and the brother or the sister, the cousin, whoever. You said they
mhm.
always gonna be looking at you, standoffish, watching you. Tell me about that.
Like when I think the first time I got together with the family, it was a birthday, and I guess some of the in-laws came, like the mom in-laws came, and they were just sitting back looking. They were watching the Knox family. The in-laws was just watching them. So when I see these other people just kind of sitting together, sitting off, just watching them, I said, okay, something ain't right. I couldn't put my hand on it, but I knew something ain't right when the in-laws didn't like the other side of the family. Couldn't put it together. Um, and then two, like the cousins, and maybe like the cousins that's the same age, they always together and they always trying to make friends with you. That's so they can watch what you doing and go back and tell the narc everything that's going on. So I know those three things for sure are signs that
Mm. Hold
the
up. Let
family
me see some
standing off
CC.
and everything. I even had stuff where they would like start stuff with you just to see. Like the cousin was our neighbor. Every day she borrowing something.
Oh, there.
Oh, I need some cheese. I
There
need
you go. Can you see
pepper.
it? Go ahead. Can you
Yeah, I
read it?
need.
You can see it.
Oh yeah,
Go
you.
ahead. Read it out.
Hold on, let me read that off. You are so right. I think her sister encouraged the discard. She never liked the fact that I was helping him. Right, Kim. The same thing that I'm saying. Exactly the same thing. When I first met the sister would speak sometime. Sometimes she was real cordial. Cause a lot of time he would call me on Messenger, just to see what I was doing, see what was going on in the background, just being nosy. And she would be there, maybe they drinking coffee or something together. Sometimes she would speak, sometimes she wouldn't speak. So I'm like, wow. So I started feeling like, okay, maybe she don't like me. When he was starting to, asking me to go out and do things and go to this and go to that, I could tell that she won't feeling that. She wasn't as friendly as she was before. And in the end, I find out that's his half sister. They got the same dad, and he was sleeping with his sister. That's why she didn't like me. And that was the first person I noticed that went right. And that was just on the phone and watching through Messenger. So yeah,
Mm,
you're right.
mm, mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm. Yeah, I mean, like for me, um, all that time that I was with the little scheming demon. All them years, I never really got to know a mom at all. That's when I knew something was funny, because I said, ain't no way that somebody gonna be dealing with your daughter for years and you're not gonna try to conversate with them and see and make sure that they ain't no killer, or make sure that they ain't got nothing crazy going on in their mind or in their life. So I knew that it was a problem. I knew that there was something wrong. You know what I mean? And also, like you said, CC, it's kind of like that they be sitting back like waiting and wondering when the hell you're gonna figure out, you know what I mean, what's going on. It's kind of like they be
Mm-hmm.
kind of like laughing at you. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like a bet. Like, wonder how long this person gonna stay around. Wonder how
Yeah,
long
yeah.
they gonna do the last time, and then again, you don't find out once they discard you and you ain't no longer around. That's when these people start coming out of the woodwork. These exes and family members. Oh, what happened? And then you get the true story of what was going on all the while.
Mm, 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 mm. That's what I'm saying, man. A lot of times, that's why I say, man, a lot of people get happy when they get into these situationships and think they got something, but you really don't got nothing, man. It was just your turn. You know,
Right.
it just be your turn, man. I'm gonna be honest with you because you with somebody that they're not gonna commit to you. They're emotionally unavailable, and 9 times out of 10, they're a narcissist. If they're a true narcissist, they're a demon. You know what I mean? It was just your turn, man. You can't beat yourself up about these type of things. A lot of us do that. You know, we find love sometimes in the wrong places at the wrong damn time. You know what I mean? It
Mhm.
was just your turn. You know, you can't beat yourself up about it. You just got to keep on damn going and look at it like it is what it is. That most people not real enough to say, hey, look, I don't want to be in love. I don't want to be in no relationship. I just want to do what I want to do. They're not going to tell you that. They rather play games with you and, you know, a whole bunch of all crazy stuff and waste your time. Let me ask you this while I got you on the line tonight.
Mhm.
At what age do you think it's too old to be playing games?
I feel like for me, like once I hit my 30s, I think I was just done. I could see, the damage that it did. I could see, as relationships and all that, you ain't getting nowhere playing games with people, and you need to really buckle down and be serious. I mean, for me, by that point, I had been married and divorced because I got married really young. But for the most people that age, they started thinking about, okay, I want to get married if they ain't already married, and they're like, okay, I want to settle down. So they looking to date more serious and be more serious, looking for a serious commitment.
Mm. So you think by the age of like 40 years old that a man and a woman should be mature enough to hold a real relationship without playing games, without cheating or doing anything of that sort?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a fair thing to say. I mean, the game should be over most of the time. Either they've been married before, or they've been divorced, so they know how the long term relationship and commitment go. I'm pretty sure if they not together with that other person, that they have learned some things that they could have been wrong in, and want to try to correct that so they can find somebody long term. But again, I think by the time you 30 years old, do you want a relationship? Do you want kids? Do you want to get married? Do you not want to get married? I think you pretty clear on that by the time you hit your 30, 35, you know.
You know. So let's talk
Mhm.
about this then. The title was "They Didn't Come to Love You; It Was Just Your Turn." Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Is it like I hear a lot of guys, man? I'm just talking about the guys right now. Not to throw no shade on the guys and nothing like that, but a lot of these guys, man, they deal with these women. They might see a woman and they might fall like really, really, really head over heels for her, right? And you know, in the process of them falling head over heels with this woman is really truly not feeling the same about this guy. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
She not feeling the same way about this guy, and I noticed that a lot of females these days. I be on social media, Facebook and Instagram. A lot of females they get a kick out of having a roster, you know, and this guy not knowing that, hey, you know, this girl that you chasing, that you loving so much that she's really not looking for love. If you get with her, it'll just be your turn. You know, from a female perspective, when I say that it's just your turn, like tell me, like what do you get out of that?
I I don't see how anybody get anything out of it, but I just feel like women now they want to feel like they free, and they can do whatever they want to. And I know, especially like when my kids are younger and they were in school, they try to teach them, oh, that women can do anything men can. And I don't think it was meant like that, but I really think that they feel like, just because guys do it, or they can had 2 or 3 women or whatever, that it's all right for a woman to do it too. Me, I don't agree with that because I think women need to carry themselves more carefully than that. Men should too, but as a lady, like I said, a southern person like me, I feel like
Hmm.
that's important. But a lot of times, no, people just want to get a feel for what it's like to be with all these different people. They done seen their grandparents and their parents married all these years, and they just want to experiment and try. And now more than ever, sex and all that, that's okay. Back when our parents was alive, it won't. You want to get married, this that, and the other. So now that everybody's just free to do whatever the hell they want to do, you know, they taking advantage of that. But I think in the long run, in the end, they're gonna regret it because either you'd have been with so many people that you don't even have a feeling anymore of wanting to settle down, or they got just a reputation, or they just have a problem. They just indulge themselves too much, and they just can't find happiness after that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know what? I'm glad you said that. I was trying to read through these comments. Um, yeah, what you said was right on point, man. That's why it's important to like take your time, man, when you're dealing with people, because 9 times out of 10, it's just gonna be your turn. It's just gonna be your turn. You're gonna get with somebody where they just going through the cycle of life. You know what I mean? They in and out of relationships. They're
Mhm.
emotionally unavailable. They still got feelings for their baby daddy or their baby mama, or they still
Mhm.
like maybe married or somebody else got their heart, man, and it just be your turn. I think that's why it's important to like take time out and be by yourself. You know what I mean? And basically get to learn to really be by yourself. Let me ask you this:
Mhm.
what you think about being by yourself for a while, and how does that set you up to be in your next relationship?
It helped me because I needed to get a hold of my emotions and my thought of what happened to me when I was going through the narcissistic abuse, and examine myself to understand why I even let something like that happen. What did I do wrong, or where did I drop the ball, when I was seeking or getting into the relationship? Um, but yeah, it's so important. It's so important because I went through a point. I say, okay, I was just by myself for 2 years. Maybe I will say 2.5. And I
Hmm.
went through a point where I said, okay, I don't ever want to be in another relationship again. This is it for me. I've been married, I've dated, and nothing's working out.
Hmm.
So I'm just done. I don't
Yeah,
care if I ever date or get married or whatever again. I
yeah,
got my pets, and I got my friends, and I like to
yeah,
travel. I just do that and I'll be happy. But
yeah,
after I say about a year of just free doing whatever I want to, really not doing whatever I want to because I'm kind of trapped in the house because I'm still in my feelings about, what happened. I just was
yeah,
like, okay, it's time like to just get up, shake the cobwebs off, and let's try to do something new. Because I can't, I'm not old enough to just give up and say, I don't want to never be in a relationship again. So I think being by myself just helped me put in perspective for a new relationship what my boundaries are, what I'm going to stand for and what I'm not, and to look for a person outside of what I see on the outside.
yeah, yeah.
So
Let
yeah.
me let's read it. I think they say New York Nikki baby. I ain't got my glasses on. I don't know if you can see that, CC. It says I
Yeah,
am
I
going
see.
through it. Okay, it said I am going through it now. No trust for anyone. Time is needed for self, but don't let it change your heart. Just have to be careful who you allow to close go with, to allow close go with. Well, I think I get what you're saying. Yeah, and that's true. You do gotta watch who you bring into your. You gotta watch who you bring into your heart and who you let into your life. Yeah, that's very, very, very important, and that's very true. You know what I mean? But like you said, it's good to take time out to be by yourself. Sometimes you gotta take time out by yourself just to be by yourself because you're your best company. So when people do come in your life, you know what I mean? You just won't be so eager to let anybody in your life. Because a lot of times, some people just can't be alone. You know, you want to get out of there just like you just can't be alone. Ain't that wrong with being I'm my best company sometimes, man. Because nobody gonna do me like me. I'm not gonna aggravate me. I can't talk too much when I'm, talking to yourself. I mean, all that good shit. So, just being by learning to be by yourself, taking time to yourself, you know what I mean? Like really healing. Some people don't really heal, man. They go out here, they just want to like, okay, they can't be by themselves, and they end up with a narcissist because you're going out here, you vulnerable, you putting your heart out here, you looking for love so much you can't see the forest for the trees, and you end up in a splendor blender. You end up with somebody that can see, stars and hearts all in your damn eyes, and you get caught up,
Mm-hmm.
man. Yeah, man. A lot of people they don't admit it, but that's how we get caught up out here. So it's like you gotta stay focused. You gotta stay grounded, loving yourself and loving God. When you love God, read your word every day. You won't be so hung up about really being with a man or a woman. Your focus will be on trying to be with the Most High God, man. But that's what I'm saying, man. They didn't come to love you. It was just your turn. It was your turn to get manipulated. Yeah, it was your turn to get your heart broke, but it was also your turn and your opportunity, man, for you to learn some about yourself and be a better
Hmm.
person. You know what I'm saying? Period, man. Yeah,
Yep.
a lot of people talk about this love thing, man. But first of all, you got to learn to love yourself for anybody to love you, or cause how you gonna know what love is? Let me ask you this, then, CC. Tell me what's your definition of love?
I think that love is felt and love is shown, and I think it has to do with honesty, loyalty, empathy, courage, all that you gotta have to have love. And you just want to have someone that you can trust, you can depend on, that's willing to work together with you, and that's not just gonna leave and run away when things ain't going their way, or y'all arguing or whatever. Cause we all human and that's what we do. But
Hmm.
it's just so many things. And some things we can't even explain about love. We just feel it and we know. But we just gotta be real careful. We gotta take our time and guard our heart, cause the these knocks, these demons, they know all the tricks, they know what to say, and they know what to do. So that's one thing you gotta do when you looking for a new relationship is don't tell them everything, because if the person a narcissist, they gonna come back in arguments and use all that private stuff that you told them. They're gonna use it against you.
They show
Mm-hmm.
is. I can
Yep.
agree with that. They show
Mm-hmm.
is. Anything they gonna show use that, man. They gonna show use that, man. And that ain't
Mm-hmm.
love.
That ain't
When
love.
people that ain't love, yeah, man. When people hit you below the belt after you put your trust in them and stuff like that, that's definitely not love. Let me see what Kim 8 saying. Kim 8 said, it's been less than 6 months and I tried. First one I ran into started talking like a narc. I ended that quickly. I hope I'm not over analyzing people, but I can't take any more abuse. Well, it's like this. I tell you, anything that makes you feel uncomfortable is a red flag. But at the same time, gotta be realistic when you meet people. Your narc antennas go up. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But you know what I mean? Just don't try, like you said, don't just try to overanalyze people. But you know what I mean? Like, don't just go for the okey doke. Don't go for no more of them crackhead games. If it sound crazy and it talking crazy, 9 times out of 10, they damn crazy, man. So I can't blame you for that, man. It's just like a dog. If you ever got bit by a dog, you always gonna when a dog come around you, you gonna be aware. Same thing like with a narcissist, man. You got bit by that dog, and you like, hell no, you ain't going no more. So I ain't mad at you. You just aware now. You woke, and you know the time that people be on. And ain't nothing wrong with that, man. And when you meet somebody, ain't nothing wrong with letting them know, hey, I'm just zero tolerance for the bull drive. That's all you is. You just zero tolerance for the bull drive, man. It is what it is. Stay solid as the movement, man. Yeah, what you think about that, CC? Do you think that after like being with a narcissist or a toxic type person that we overanalyze people, we be quick to judge people? What you think about that?
I do. And I think like Kim said, I'm a victim of that because I want to say maybe maybe about 3 or 4 months in, and I had got back to my home state, and a guy was talking to me and asking me out and stuff, and then just in the process of elimination, I realized that hey, I think this man married, or this man like in a relationship just because the way he was moving and talking. But
Mhm.
it's easy to analyze and pick through everything somebody say because a lot of these people are toxic. A lot of these people are narcissistic. And I feel like if we done attracted more than one, we can attract even more than that. So yeah, we gotta kind of be heavy on the analyzation of the person because if not, something gonna slip through the cracks and we'll end right back up with another.
Damn right. I feel the same way, man. That's what I'm saying. Like anything that make me feel uncomfortable is a red flag, man. And I think that's how the test of life is. Like, they talking crazy, and you don't heard that before, and in your memory bank they remind you of something that the other demon said. Then you know what
Hmm.
it is, cause remember they ain't number shift shakers. I
Hmm.
told y'all that's the same demon. So you gotta always remember that. So you getting uncomfortable for a reason. God give you discernment and an instinct for a reason. So my thing is, hell yeah. I don't think that we really over analyzing. I think we just really being on point. And you gotta stay on point, man. Because most people don't come in your life to love you, man. It just be your turn. It be your turn, man. And it be their turn. They try to pull a fast one over on you, and it's your turn to show them that you ain't bull driving, man. But the moral of the story, like a lot of times, a lot of guys get their heart broke because they going off of vain things like looks or what a person got. And it could be a female, the same thing. And you thinking that you're gonna really build a future or a life with this person, but in reality, it was just your turn, man. You know what I mean? In some situations, everybody get a damn turn, man. It's what you're gonna do with your turn. Me, I don't want to play games, man. Like I said, at what age or what time should you start playing games in your life? I think at 40 years old and your late 30s, if you still walking around acting like a child and present yourself like a child, then you got a lot of growing up to do, man. I think you got a lot of growing up to do, and I know men mature later than females. And the worst thing in the world is to see a immature grown ass lady acting like a kid. Like I noticed, like in this music thing going on now, I see these artists like Cardi B and all them. They telling the younger females to they only want a guy if a guy gonna care about them and be a gang member. What you think about that, CC? Like, what you think about that?
All of them is leading the black women straight to hell. They leading us straight to hell because when I listen to it, yeah, the beat is good. Some stuff you can resonate with, but the young ones, if they want to rap about that, that's cool. But somebody they age, like you said, Cardi B and these different ones, it's time to move on to something else. Get into acting, do anything. But that just making it seem all right when somebody 17 and 18 see somebody 30 some years old telling them, oh, if they ain't got no money, don't do nothing. If they got money, then you supposed to do this and do that. No, that ain't no good. I Personally, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. And it's not that it offends me, but I don't like how it's so open for like the young kids to hear and young girls to hear. I just hate the message that is given. And you can see in the actions now of these young women that they falling right for this stuff.
Mm. I mean, like, okay, like if a female, I'm just dating. Like, I would tell my son that a female talking about she only date killers and gang bangers. I would tell my son to run for his damn life, man. Like
Right.
hell yeah, I would tell my son, man, get the hell away from her because when you're doing a life damn sentence, she gonna be later with your damn homeboy, man. That's what I'm
Hmm.
saying, man. Most of these people, man, out here, they're not serious about being in a relationship. They're not serious about being in love. Um, it's like life is a joke. Life is a game. As a matter of fact, I think this new generation. Let me ask you this question. I think this new generation is gonna be full of narcissists. What you think about that?
Oh yeah, definitely. And they gonna start out younger than that because it's so much. Um, just people don't spend time. A lot of people don't spend time and do stuff with their kids like that no more. It's a lot of neglect, um raised by the neighbors, raised by the neighborhood and stuff like that. And all of that contributes, especially neglect, I've learned contributes to a person being narcissistic or them, just not having the basic things in their life that they need to grow up and survive. All of that kind of contributes to it. All the abuse or, you know, parents that's abusing substances and things like that. All of it have something to do with it. So yeah, this gonna be more, and it's gonna be earlier in age. I mean, like bullies and all that. That's how a lot of them start off. So yeah, the numbers is gonna get high. As times go on, it's just not the same no more, and we're gonna see a lot more of it.
I mean, I think it's sad though, man, that I mean, like they just and that they say narcissists, I say demons. I just think, man, now, and it's really like that. Like that's why the Bible says separating the sheep and the goat, and I think that's what's going on in this world, man. Like people like being on demon time now. Young
Hmm.
girls, young guys, people say that shit, not understand when they say that they really accepting that contract with Satan. We're gonna talk about. Let's see what Jacquel says. Them narcs don't give a damn about us. They only around because they want to reap full benefits. But when you down and out, watch how them demons on in your corner. Even some family you being there for. What you think about that, CC?
Definitely. They there to reap all the good benefits of everything you got and suck you dry. And then they moving on again. After that, it'll be somebody else's turn. When they can't no longer do that, that's when your turn is up and the next person's turn is coming. So that's definitely true. And especially a lot of these so called friends and family members, they'll do you worse than somebody that you done met out in the street. So definitely. That's the truth.
I mean, I feel like yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't. They don't give a damn about me or you. That's why I say, man, once you get this information, it's like what you gonna damn do with it. And far as them leaving you down, of course, they not just gonna leave you down, they're gonna destroy you. They're not just gonna leave you down, they wanna leave you down and they want you to be down and out and they want you to be stuck and depending on them. That's what that discard is all about, leaving your ass hanging, not telling you why. Cause see, that's what gets y'all the most is when they leave you and you don't know why they damn left you. That would hurt any normal person. That a
Right.
person just walk out your damn life for no reason, then tell you why they left, then say nothing to you and you ain't did nothing to them. That gotta hurt. That's kind of like psychopathic. You know what I mean? Like that's not
Yeah.
no normal stuff. Yeah, think about it, man. That's not no normal stuff. For somebody just walk out your damn life, man, like that. What's up, China? He says all transaction with this generation. This generation, man, full of demons, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I was watching a TV show the other night, and I might have said this before. How I seen these kids damn killing their damn parents, man. Like, and I heard one girl say how the devil came into her and told her to kill her mama and kill her damn daddy, man. I'm just telling y'all the truth, man. And then I listen to this music. I listen to a lot of these rappers that I cover, and I'm gonna be covering a lot of them. Cause like I said, man, they don't even know that they on demon time, and they don't know that they casting spells with their mouth by the lyrics that they saying. The Bible said that life and death is in the tongue. You speak life and you shall live. You speak death and you shall certainly die. So they don't even know, man, that they speaking death upon themselves when they talk about killing. Every rapper that I know right now been talking about killing somebody. They dead already, and the way that they talk about killing somebody, that's how they died, man. Your mouth got a lot to do with what happened to you in life out here, man. So, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. It's a spiritual battle. And I know sometimes we get in these lives, we get off topic, but we just go where the Most High, want us to go. And I shout out to everybody in the live. If you in this live, make sure that you smash the like button so we can get this out there into the algorithm. And once again, shout out to you for coming through. Stay solid, CC. I appreciate you again, man, for coming through. Always dropping good game. But the narcissist, man, they didn't come to love you, man. Really, it was just your turn. You know, and that's how you got to look at it. It was just your turn that they came. It was just your turn or whatever the situation was, and that's all it is. And a lot of guys and a lot of females, you know, they get caught up. You know, they get caught up. You know, really the narcissist is faker than a $2 bill. You know what I mean? And you just got caught up, man. I got caught up. You got caught up. We all got caught up, man. But the beauty of it is that we all made it through, man. And that's the great thing about it. That's I think that's it said Michelle, or I think that's just said Michelle. It's spiritual. They are demons. They were born this way. Well, I'm gonna ask you, CC, before I answer that. Do you think they was born this way?
I don't think they was born that way, but I think early in their life, something happened that caused them to be that way. I don't think they came out like that, but I think by the time, they were about whatever happened before they were about 16, 17 years old, that's what started them up into the path of narcissism.
Hmm. I'm with you, Queen. I think that I don't think that people are born. I think when God make you pure. I think that a lot of evil becomes down through learned behaviors. I think it comes through like, familiar spirits. I think that's what it comes down to. Not having God in your life, your parents not having God in their life. Them doing things that don't feel back upon them. That's what I
Right.
think, man. I think when a baby come into this world, that a baby come into this world pure, that they don't know nothing about white, they don't know nothing about black, they don't know about love, they don't know nothing about hate. Cause I look at kids that's in the playground and they play with each other in school. They so innocent, they sweet, they don't got no problems with each other. But when they get to the age of understanding, when they know what a male is, what a female is, what a white is, what is black is, what's good, what's bad, and what's God and the devil, that's when the problem starts. Because they got to take accountability. I think once you know right from wrong, that's when everything really kicks in, yo. Once you know right from wrong, that's just my take on it now.
Mhm.
That's my take on it. Reggie Godchild said women are being unavailable more than men nowadays. It's crazy. What you think about that, CC? What you think about that comment?
Yes, because the women, I think a lot of times we just hang on and want to see the situation get better, and all the signs can be in front of us. Maybe because we got kids and we just don't want to, leave and have to do that on our own. But yeah, I agree. We are in more situations to be unalive than men. I
Okay,
agree. Hmm.
okay. At D Slim OG, what's up, Kanita? At the 12 years girl that unvalued her 8-year-old brother, and when she got arrested, she was screaming. She don't know why she did it. I know. I told y'all, man, that she let that demon that be controlling her did it. That's what I'm telling y'all. Man, it get real out here, man. It get real out here. It get real out here. Crystal Porter, I do believe that. Michelle said, I had a horrible, abusive childhood. I still have love. They are heartless. My stepmom was a narcissist. She beat me all the time. It still didn't make me go dark. That's good, man. That's why I think it's a learned behavior. Some people get it, some people don't. China said the Bible says we are born into sin, so you are exposed to sin once you exit the womb. Narcissists are made, not born. See? They made, they're not born. You were born pure. Everybody was born in sin, shackled in iniquity. But I just think that that's a learned behavior. I think that your environment, things that you are exposed to, things that you see, you gravitate to those type of things, man. A lot of people like they mama kind of be effed up, or they daddy effed up, or whoever raising them be effed up, and then they grow into that type of character. As a young adult, as a young kids into a young adult. Jaquel said, them knocks being groomed and bricked as a little child by a demon. Hmm.
Hmm.
What you say, CC? Yeah.
Yep. You right.
Okay. Okay. I think it's a curse, and they train some family members, train they to be narc, so they evil from generation. I just think it's like a generation of curse. That's what I think it is. That generation of cursing them familiar spirits, man. You know, that's what I think, man. And then I think it got a lot to do with you not having God in your home. You know, mamas not praying in front of their kids. You know, having different people around their kids, and you know, just not. You know, it's all about what your kids being exposed to. I mean, sometimes you could do the right thing, your kid can still turn into a damn demon. You understand me? You got to think who'd you have a baby by. It all boils down to that. You got to watch out who you lay up with and open your damn legs for too. Because see, some people don't look at having sex like y'all look at sex as nothing. But back in the old days, in biblical days, once you give yourself to a man, that's like your damn wife. Because y'all, yeah, that's like a spirit. You take that person on. Think about these days. You hear people talking about how your body count, how many bodies you got. See what I'm saying? So it kind of makes some type of sense to me that you know when you hook up with people, that means you slept with everybody they slept with. That's like you could have sex with a person one time and then unprotected, and then they be don't have sex with somebody else, and you just had sex with them, but you get infected because they had sex with somebody else that was infected. Same thing like these spirits. When you have sex with somebody, you having sex with everybody they had sex with, man. And that's just what I think be happening to a lot of people. It just be generational curses and familiar damn spirits, man. That's just what I think, man. If I told you guys the shit done to me, you will know it was a choice. Children choose who and how to hate because I choose to love. Yeah, that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. I think I seen a lot of crazy stuff in my life too, but I ain't want to be evil. You know, I think people choose to want to be evil after they see it and they learn to pick up them type of things. Let me see what Adam says. I think most people are staying single because they are figuring out that most people are mental health cases, including working on yourself. What you think about that, CC?
Adam is on the money. Exactly. These people are undiagnosed, misdiagnosed, untreated. A lot of them are. And they do a good job of fitting in every day and just covering up, what's really going on. So that's definitely the truth. But I like what Kanita said, um, most of the narcissists I've met, the mother or the dad is narcissistic. So yeah, they done groomed that child to learn to be that way. When I think back on it, yeah, either it was the mom or either it was the dad or either it was like the grandma, and then everybody on one side of the whole family was toxic because of this grandma. So yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like ignorant. They just ignorant as hell. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? A family full of demons. You know, the mama's a slut bucket. The daughter be a slut bucket. You remember Jewish said they get it from their mama. But let me say this though, Adam Garinger. Adam, he said that I think most people single, man, because you can't trust nobody. I think
Hmm.
that's why, man. You can't really trust nobody, and I think that people are living a lie. They living a lie because of social media. I think it's hard to meet people because most people they don't have a relationship with God and they in the world. And the Bible said that when you that people that they hated God, so they gonna hate you. And they said that if they don't listen to God, so they won't listen to you. So if you was of the world, they'll listen to you, but you're not of the world, you're of God. That's why I think that's the reason why that a lot of us, it's us chosen people, it's us believers that's single. But when you rocking with that devil, when you rocking with the image, with the enemy, man, you have all the women and men you want in your damn life. It's just because you on God's side, man. That's what it truly, really, really, really is. If you was in the world and you were doing things of the devil, you would getting a woman would be your last worry. You probably wouldn't even give a damn about want to really be with a woman. Most guys that don't know God, they don't worry about being with a woman. They think it's just having sex with different women every weekend or every night. They're not wanting to really be with a woman, and that's easy to be with a woman that don't want no accountability or responsibility. That's the easiest thing for a man that sleep is to get with a woman that don't want shit. That's most guys who sleep who don't want nothing out of life. That's their dream girl is a woman that don't want shit and she sleep. Because I'm gonna tell you something, a woman that don't want nothing can't be with a man that got purpose because he's not gonna let her do anything she want to do because he's not gonna let her screw up his life. And I think that's why a lot of people are single because they don't want to take accountability and responsibility of they actions. Everybody want to do what they want to do. Nobody don't want you to tell them, hey man, I can't talk to this person. He can't be my friend. She can't be my friend. You know, these days, like I said, I'm just gonna keep it real, man. When you don't got God, you're lost. So that's what's going on. They ain't got God in their life, man. That's what it is. I don't think it's just mental health because everybody a little cray cray. Everybody got a little cray cray in them now on CC. But I just think what it is most people they don't want to take accountability for their life. They don't want to take accountability with their relationship with God. What you think?
Yeah, definitely. They don't want to. They definitely ain't thinking about God, and that's how they can't stick to no relationship because they always looking for somebody else or what they doing or what they not doing or somebody that they say, okay, this person real nice. They too nice for me. I'm gonna go find somebody that don't care about nothing and just want to do whatever, and then that's what make them happy. So that's how you know they ain't serious about no relationship because that's what seems like people gravitate to. They don't want to commit to nothing. They don't want to work towards it. They just want to go with that person that's just wild and toxic and free and doing whatever they want.
Okay. China says nowadays it stay single or be toxic because if you date, you are going to be forced to be toxic either to get out or survive in a relationship. What you think about that, CC?
I can't speak for I can't speak for what other people would do. I I get it. I definitely see it and I get it. In my own case, I don't think so, but I see a lot of that. Um, because I mean, even myself, getting in a relationship, even though I'm not being toxic or whatever, trying to get out of that relationship, you got to kind of be like that because the person just turning up on you and doing whatever they want to do. So it does bring that side out of you, but it's just that you got to hurry up. That's your cue to hurry up and get away because you don't want to stay there with them and stay toxic because then that travels into the next relationship. So yeah, I see it. I get it. In my own case, no, but I definitely see
I
that.
think, I think this, man. That's why I think God said bad company corrupts good habits. If you toxic, I'm getting the hell from around you, man. Like I
Mhm,
feel like I feel like the level that I'm on now in my life, if I see any type of toxicity or they on any type of demon time where I got to be getting out of character. I think I've been tested long enough to know better. I'm gonna get from around them. Kanita says, I saw all the narc kids showing the same narc traits. He grew up watching them and learned how to manipulate them too. His sister was his cheating wing man. The whole
mhm.
family is a box of nuts. You know something? It's funny you say that, but you know something? I don't seen kids that I feel gonna grow up and be narcissists. And I'm gonna tell you the signs of that shit. When you won't give them their way, they'll just break out, start crying like they're gonna have a heart attack or they about to die. And the mama give them their way. I think that's a big sign that they can develop and be a narcissist because that's manipulation and deception. Me, I'm old school dad. I'm gonna cut your ass. If I tell you no, you can't have something, and you break down and start crying, I'm gonna cut your ass. I don't give a damn where we could be in the damn church house. I'm gonna cut your ass right there for playing with me. Because
Mhm.
here's the thing about it: you ain't hungry, you ain't wet, you ain't hurting, ain't nothing wrong with you, but you're gonna cry because I told you no. That's the shit a narcissist do. And I think that's how people develop into narcissists. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut your ass right there on the spot. That's me setting boundaries to let you know that I don't play them games. What you think about that, CC?
Yeah, definitely. I work in retail and I see it all the time. And I'm like, what they gonna do when little Johnny get 5 and 6 years old? A lady told me she had a 3 year old and he was just like going crazy, like picking stuff up out the cart, throwing it at her, throwing it at other people. And I'm like, I asked her, I'm like, what's his problem? She was like, he just doesn't like to be told no. So I'm like, that's gonna be a problem. You better get
That's
a
gonna be a
hold.
big problem. That's a
Stay in
big
your house.
problem, CC.
You gonna be able to stay in your house with him.
That's a big problem, CC. And you know what? And that's why a lot of these kids be killing their damn parents. And I ain't trying to be funny when I say this, but me, as me being a black man, and I know you're a black female, I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of these murders I be seeing with these kids killing their parents, they be white. Because when a black mama tell you no, and you go against her grand, she gonna slap the fire at you. I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. I'm just gonna be real. I think that's why they came up with child abuse because black mamas, man. When I grew up, I'm 48. they were whooping your ass. I don't seen people get their ass whooped with wet rags, stitching cords, goddamn, whatever they mammy could get. Like they'll make you go get the damn. What I thought was crazy is your mama or your grandma will make you go pick your own damn switch, and when the shit wasn't that big, they'd make you go back and get another one. But you know what? Them the days that these young kids need, man, because I think it'd be less killing, it'd be less people going out here getting pregnant and doing stuff. Like now, man, I think it's too many loopholes in the game, man, and that's the reason why these kids on demon time, and that's why we're gonna start raising a nation full of narcissists. That's just what I think. I think we're
Mhm.
gonna be a hell yeah, gonna be a nation full of damn narcissists. What you think about that, CC?
It's definitely gonna be a nation full of them because everybody want to be the kid's friend. And then I noticed too that a lot of these parents, especially with girls, they just pushing them too early to be older. Not even to say grown, but just pushing them to do things that is really not in their age range, you know. And it seems innocent, a lot of it, but it really puts the kid out there, and before you know it, you dealing with somebody that's toxic because you know they got a parent that's cheering them on, you know, to do
Yeah.
whatever.
Hey,
Right.
hey, look, calling them they mini me.
A
Like you
minute.
calling you calling her, you ain't listen. Here's the thing about being a mini me. Most of them that be on that, they ain't never did shit in their life. They might, and I ain't trying to be funny, they might be living off the damn system. They never been married, got 3 different baby daddies, and you gonna curse your damn child by calling her your damn mini me. That's
Mhm.
crazy to me, man. Everybody look alike, walk around with some damn eyelashes on them. That you remember back in the days, people put like on the front of their cars, people put brown on their car. So most days, a lot of these chicks walk around with these big ass eyelashes and damn wigs on, looking the same. And you got these young 14-year-old girls, they developing that same mind frame and that same mindset, and they're gonna become a narcissist, man. You know, they're
Mhm.
gonna sell themselves short. Actually, and I ain't being funny, but the black woman losing their value. You know, that's where the black man always calling the black woman out their name, or always only running behind them for what they can get between their legs from them, because a lot of people don't know what they worth, they don't know their value, man. And that's just
Mhm.
what it is. So that's why I say narcissists ain't born, narcissists is made. And I think of a kid between the ages of 15 and 30 years old, it's important to start teaching them responsibility and accountability, man, because if not, they gonna be a narcissist. I think that's what being a narcissist is, not want to take accountability. Because when you don't take accountability, that means you want to take control over everything. What you say about that, CC?
Yeah, you don't take accountability, and then you can go over there and you can manipulate everybody, have them thinking, oh, it wasn't me, it was somebody else that did this, and all of it just go hand in hand. All of it go hand in hand. They're manipulative. They don't want to take accountability. They're entitled. All of that just goes hand in hand with narcissism and training.
Hmm. Adam
Mhm.
said it's tough when you have kids. Both my exes tried to pull the child abuse card, but now mad it's F because they don't know what to do. Now I tell my older boys dark ultimatums if they don't listen. Hey man, it's like this, man. I never let the system tell me I can't discipline my kids, because if not, they gonna get out here and they gonna be on demon time. That means the streets gonna teach them. That means Satan gonna plant seeds in their mind and in their head, because they ain't teaching these children in their school no more, man. These kids going to school, they linking up, joining gangs. They going to school smoking weed. Little girls going to school to get pregnant, looking fine. But then they going home in front of their mama playing like goody two shoes, man. You gotta learn to know your damn kids out here, man. That's how I feel about it. You should never let nobody tell you that you can't discipline your damn kids. You should want to do 100 years for your kids get out of line with you. I came up back in the days, man. Well, you could put your foot in your kid ass, and it is what it is. Cause I feel like this: if I have to knock you out and I pay the bills and pay the rent, and you have me to go to jail, when I get my ass out of jail, you better have somewhere else to stay, because you're gonna be one homeless son of a bitch. I'm just being honest, CC. What you think about that, man?
Yeah, they have taken the power away from the parents to do anything, and the school will tell them, uh, oh, if they hit you or whatever, you better call 911 or call such service or call somewhere. And that's the start of all of it. So now everybody's scared of, well, I'm not, but Everybody's scared now. They just want to be the kid's friend. They don't want to make no waves because if they discipline their kids in the way that they know where the way the kid is. They know what they got to do to their kid. If it ain't acceptable in the sight of the school or the social services, then they coming to get you. So the people are scared of that. But I ain't saying kill them, but I'm saying if they out of line, you better do something because
You
if
better
they
tighten
don't
their ass up.
right, if they don't do something to you, they gonna do something out here to somebody else. So
Let's read what China said. China said you can't always blame the parent. There are a lot of who become who they are because of the street. Psychologists say you are who you are going to be at 15. I know kids that who had good parents, who had good parent narcs. Yeah, that's true. I just think, yeah, like I think that this, I think it's the parent. I think like this. When you see your kids, right, spiraling out of control, or you start seeing them doing sneaky shit, they're your kids. You know your kids more than anybody. My son think he was a gangster, but you ain't no gangster, boy. Like, so I see that. I see what they're trying to develop into. And no, I can't blame everything on the parents. Not every parent, but then you got some parents that's not responsible and that don't hold accountability and they do let their kids do anything. But no, I'm not gonna blame all of the damn parents, but some of the parents are the fault of their kids messing up in life. Some parents are the reason that their kids gonna be narcissists. If you got a little whine ass, crybaby ass little boy that's always crying like a damn sissy, and you give him his way, he gonna be a little girl. Point blank, period. If you got a little sneaky ass girl that's always in me in face, watching their mama, always doing little dancing and doing shit, you better watch it because she's gonna be hot. I've been around long enough to know that now. You know, I grew up in the area where your mama, you couldn't be around grown people. They make you sit your ass down to go outside. They meant you had to be a child. See, life different now, man. That even if you was gonna be a homosexual, that shit was gonna be a secret. Nobody been not knew because your family was gonna disown your ass. Now, the damn people, they I ain't being funny, but I'm gonna keep it real. Homosexuals, preachers, singing in the damn choir and all type of shit now. So we just living in different times now, man. You know, we just living in different times now. So if you ain't really old school and you don't really got no true understanding in life, then you lost out here in the damn sauce. You probably a narcissist, man. Yeah, you probably a damn narcissist, man. So it is what it is. You know, a lot of stuff, man, you know, it's not even about a lot of people we read stuff and we say psychologist said this and psychologist said that, but the only way a psychologist knows somebody had to tell them, they mean they had to study somebody else's life. So what I do, I'm living off experience. I'm living off what I go through. I got kids and I got grandkids, and I be around other people's kids. And I'm telling you, you letting your little boy, little girl damn whine, or you letting them tell you what they is ain't gonna do, you are developing them to be a damn narcissist. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Cause they're gonna stay, cause what you're doing is you teaching them how to manipulate. Yeah, and believe it or not, your kids will manipulate you. A lot of people don't believe that, but a lot of y'all do get duped by your damn kids, man. I was telling somebody how I know guys right now that they go out here and they commit a murder, and the mama tell the judge, "This my little baby, this my little baby," and your son, but your son just murdered and took somebody else's life. Your son is a killer, man. But he come home and he jump on the game every day and play like a good guy. And he manipulate you, and so that's what you think. But he's a killer. You know what I mean? You're not a killer. You know, you're not like that. You might read your Bible and go to church every day. But the thing is this though, you know, they get out here in the street, they go to school, and they be around all type of people, man. So, you know, when you in that home, you gotta, the home is the first place. The school not gonna teach a kid shit, man, but what they supposed to, the parents. I ain't blaming the parents, but you know, you gotta really be involved in these kids' life, man. And not trying to get off topic, man, but we mentioned about kids becoming narcissists and stuff like that. You gotta stay on them. What you think about that, CC?
I think that the kids just have they up against more and they see more and they side by side with other kids that you don't know what kind of home they coming from, what kind of situation that they in. But yeah, definitely the parents got to get more attentive on what's going on. I know we it's just a different time, and we weren't able like just go and spend the night over everybody's house and just go with people that our parents hardly knew and all of that stuff like that. So, it's just it is a lot of it's up to the parents. I mean, a lot of it, some of it's gonna slip through the cracks. Some it's gonna be some situations that the parents did all they could and it didn't, just didn't work out. But for the most part,
Yeah.
I just see people as a whole, especially the younger ones, they gotta tighten up on them kids. They really do.
Hey, I'm laughing at what Kanita said because that's so funny as hell. She said, "No, your son is a killer, man." But I'm being honest. I be seeing like guys in court and their mama being there crying and shit, and say, "Oh no, poor Ricky, no, Ricky, please don't get Ricky a life sentence." But Ricky killed 5 people. Ricky
But
ran
guess
up in
what's wrong
somebody's
with Ricky
house.
now? Right.
Yeah, Ricky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that,
Ricky
that
ran up
lady's
in.
son is a killer. So will.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Ricky ran. Yeah, Ricky done ran up in somebody's house, tied somebody up, and killed them for some money. Ricky a damn killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just what it is, man. Look, China said my cousin is in jail for murder and truly convinced himself that he didn't do it, even though he pulled the trigger. You see, won't take accountability. See, that's
Wow.
that. Hey, see, that's that being on demon time. Must be a narcissist. You clearly got caught and won't admit you did it. You don't, man. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. That's crazy, but that's real. Hold on, let's see what she's saying. Kim May say, I just watched a video about this kid who never was told no. He ran off the mother's husband. He met a girl, had a baby, started running the household, and ended up unevading the girl. See what I'm saying? That's why, man.
Mm,
That's how you start. You got to tell them no. Hell no. Don't just tell them no. Tell them hell no. And if you don't like it, get the
right.
hell out my damn. Hey, look,
Exactly.
get the hell out my damn house. Hell
Right.
no, you can't do it, and you can get the hell out my house. Let me tell you something, man. True story. The ex-narc son used to fall like, hey man, I want to spend the night over my butt. You probably was gonna be gay. I tell you, women, man, why see them little boys always spend the night with these little boys? My grandma mama ain't play that shit. Then what the hell
Mm-mm.
you gonna spend the night with another damn little boy for? Then you breaking
Right.
down crying because I won't let you go spend the damn night. But you gonna be a damn undercover narcissist, boy. Stop doing that. But yeah, you ain't lying though, Queen. You got to start telling them no. See, that's a narcissist. A narcissist hate the word no. Yeah, that you're gonna learn that early. Start telling your kids no, they might kill you. Now I be watching all
Mhm.
these shows, man. Girl killed the damn mama because the mama didn't want the boyfriend to come over, so she don't call the boyfriend over. Took a 357, blew the mama head off. Her and the boyfriend in the house hunching, waiting on the dad to come home. The daddy come home, they kill the daddy. They so goddamn stupid. They don't jump in the car and drive off like the police ain't gonna come to the house and start looking for the mama and the daddy because they got to go to work. You see how dumb kids is, man? That's why you
Mhm.
can't let your kids think for you. And when you tell them no, you got to tell them hell no. Hell no. Because they're kids and kids don't know what they damn doing. Even if they're 25 years old, they don't know what they doing. You got girls out here that'll meet a guy that'll come into their city, got a little she think he got some money. He might got $2,000 to his damn name and live with his auntie in the damn car. She sneaking out the house for him, don't got pregnant or even not, and she'll go against her damn mama for this Negro. I'm just telling y'all how
Mhm.
this shit really is, and I'm telling you, if you got young girls, man, they gotta understand it. This real life we living, man, and it's real. So you gotta be able to put your foot down on them damn kids and tell them, hell no, you ain't gonna do that. I could tell you times my own mama, she dead and gone, don't put the police on me. But you know what? That made me respect my mama. She ain't play no damn games, man. Can't play no games with your kids, man. You can't be friends with your kids. You could be friends with your kids, but be a damn parent first, man. And that'd be the damn problem, man. You got to learn to tell them no, because if you don't tell them no, I'm telling you, man, they might just turn into a demon on you. Want to kill you?
Mhm.
Tell them no, they go in your damn pocketbook and take your damn money. What you gonna do, ma? Like, man, people don't want to admit it, but some people scared of their damn kids. Some women scared of their sons and they scared of their damn daughters. They on demon time. That's because you spoiled them and you damn played with them instead of telling them, hell no, you can't do this, you can't do that. You put your damn hands on me, I'm a damn kill you. I'm just saying, I'm cut different. I'm cut different, CC. What you think, man?
Yeah, I can. I got all sons, so yeah, I know.
You got all. Now tell me how
You
that is. You
got it
got all.
right.
You got all boys, so you got to be tough. You got
You
all
have
boys,
to.
so I know you got to be tough, ain't it, man?
Right. You have to. You don't have no choice.
Let me see. The lady that killed Selena was set up for parole and was denied because she blamed her for her own death. them crackhead games. You see them crackhead games, man.
Yeah, they know
You know what I mean? Just crackhead game. Can he say they will kill
we
you
gonna turn it
or like
around on that later.
or the kid, the game for taking punishment. This boy destroyed that woman house. I mean, unfixable damage. It looked like a demon tore it through. Hey man, I be hearing these kids saying that a devil made them do it. And I believe them, man. I'm gonna tell you what. Hey, CC, what was the name of
Mhm.
that serial killer that was killing them people up there in New York City? Was it the Green Mile
The
Killer?
Long Island, uh, the Long Island something
Yeah, but you remember he was saying how the
strangler.
dog.
He was a
Yeah, he said.
strangler.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
remember how he was saying the dog was making him telling
the
him to do
dog
it.
told him. Yeah, the dog told him to kill the people.
Man, that was that monitoring spirit in that man, yo. That was that monitoring spirit. You know, it's all them people saying the devil made them do it, but as soon as they get convicted, the devil sure don't go do the damn time with them, man. That's why I said
Uh-uh.
the narcissist, man, they just flying monkeys to the devil, man. And man, we ain't really get out, man, to get out. Yeah, the strangler. That's what his name, the strangler. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we ain't mean to get out topic here tonight, but hey, it is what it is, man. Um, but yeah, definitely with these kids, I've been watching the shows at night, seeing how these kids turning like I hate they parent hey man, listen, man, people would turn on, man, listen, people would turn on their mama and they daddy for money. People would turn on their mom and daddy for drugs, for a man or a damn woman. You know what I mean? The devil will use anybody, man. I be telling y'all, it's a spiritual battle. Man, that's why if you ain't saved, you better get saved and get your dang on kids saved. Get your kids to know Jesus Christ. Cause I'm gonna tell you something what the enemy gonna do. The enemy gonna come after people that you love, yo. He gonna come after the people that you love, like your daughter, your son, and have them hating you and have you hating them. I know people don't believe that, but I'm talking real facts. There's a lot of people out here that they hate their damn kids, and their kids hate them. But that's biblical. The Bible say that in the latter days gonna be the mama against the daughter and the son against the damn husband, you know, the father against the son. I mean, that's how it's gonna be, man. That's how it's really, really, really gonna be in these last days and times to come, man. People gonna be really on demon time, man. That's why I said people ain't come to love you, man. It was just your turn, man. It was just your turn to hook up with a demon. Yeah, now it's your turn, man, to get the hell away from them, man, and boss up and live the blessed life God could give you, man. Anything you got to say before we get out of here? Stay silent, CC.
Well, I appreciate the chat. I appreciate you all letting me join you. And yeah, some good topics was brought up tonight, especially about these kids and demon possessing kids, and they tearing up and doing everything they can and wrecking houses and wrecking families and all of that. But most of all, yeah, if we don't remember anything else, remember that it was just our turn. You know, we can't nothing that we can do about it now. We already gone through it, but use that to stay on point and watch out in case you get involved again. You know what to look for, so it won't be their turn again.
You're damn right, man. That's right, man. You know, and to y'all guys out here that's falling in love with these Jezebel type women, man, um, it's just your turn, bro. Don't go kill nobody. Don't go kill
Uh-huh.
him, bro. Don't go kill him, bro. It was just your turn, bro. I don't go kill him. It ain't worth it, man. Because guess what? You gonna be in the penitentiary and he dead. And you know what? She still gonna be out here clapping cheeks to somebody else, not writing you or not calling you, bro. It was just your turn, man. Listen, man, keep God first in your life and he gonna supply all your needs. That's for you, king, and that's for you, queen, man. Like, and that's just what it is, man. But I hope y'all got somebody that's live. Shout out to all my real subscribers, man. If anybody want to join the gang, you can for $1.99. It's cheaper than a pack of cigarettes, and it won't kill you, man. You heard me, CC? It won't kill you,
Yeah,
man. Stay
it
silent.
definitely
It's the
won't kill you.
movement. Yeah, man. So make sure y'all join. If you like the chat, man, make sure that y'all do me a favor, man, and smash that like button, man. Smash the like button, man. I appreciate everybody. Shout out to all my subscribers, everybody, man. Shout out to Bullet Gang 85. You know, shout out to you, Stay Solid CC, for coming back. You know what I'm saying? To pulling another one off with me, man. If anybody need coaching sessions out, y'all know y'all can get at me at the real D Slim the OG at gmail.com. Y'all also can contact me at Instagram, DSlimOG. And if you would like to donate to the chat or to the movement, you can at Cash App $DEBOY10. Hey, CC, before we get out of here, man, anybody you want to shout out, anybody, anything that you want to say and leave with the people?
I couldn't see the comments, but if handbag ladies in there tonight, what's up? And also Kathy, yes, and um what's the other lady's name? Faith Kennedy.
Okay.
Shout
Okay.
out to you too. And always thanks for Kanita and China, because y'all always bring the good topics as well.
Okay. Okay. Well, shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate you for having you back. We're gonna be doing it again, man. We had Stay Solid CC in here with yours truly, the hood therapist, D Slim OG, Mr. Stay Solid, Mr. I Ain't Going. You better leave that demon alone and get your mind right. Your mind right. Yeah, man, get our mind right, man. Take control of your damn kids, man, and make sure that y'all ain't raising no damn demons. Hey, they didn't come to love you. It was just your turn. And it's also y'all turn to cut their ass off, lock the door, and leave them stuck on Gilligan Islands and no more playing crackhead games, man. But with that being said, knowledge is power. Stay solid. It's the movement, man. I love y'all. Stay solid, man. Stay blessed. Peace and shalom. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. We out.